Sawadee-ka. Hi, good afternoon, guys. So I'm from South Korea, and I'm working as a data scientist here at Korea Naver. And our team is building Chatbot Builder framework. And I would like to introduce what's different from Chatbot Builder, such as Dialowflow, Microsoft, and we have some different characteristics that I want to show you guys, and I would like to present. And I'm pretty much confident that I'm pretty much sure that we can have better chatbot to provide to users. So I would like to talk about these 5 things. So for chatbot, before I start with what's chatbot, but you guys have to think about the things, because in line we say that chatbot is messaging API. However, it's different for us. Chatbot is like a conversation system. So we make entire dialogue conversation system. That's what I define as chatbot. And please remember that concept, remember that definition all over the session for my session. And also, secondly, what's our Clova Chatbot Builder framework and how it has been used in our country, South Korea and Japan, and also what is in our Chatbot Builder framework, and also why we can provide high performance chatbot to you guys. And also I would like to conclude this session with some more results that I can show you guys. So here I brought some cute little smart speaker. I know that the keynote session you guys already saw this speaker on a video. However, this is a real version speaker. You guys know these 9 characters, right? However, there's pretty much 2 different things that you guys have to think about. First of all, smart speaker, chatbot has sometimes a big problem. So it's like saying that if I'm a user for that speaker, I ask them, show me the menu. And then speaker keeps saying that, please select the option. And also, any other option? And then they also say that, please select the option. And I want a pizza. And they say, please select the option. We have to be very surprised with this situation. But this pretty much happens because chatbot with a predefined answer, preset scenarios, they keep over and over so that customer and chatbot lead customers to what the scenario they want. And there are another big problem. If I ask, who is Tiger Woods? And saying that 27 men were killed by tiger, something, blah, 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 it's wrong answers. And also, I meant the golfer, Tiger Woods, and it says, playing the album, some like random things coming up. This is because all the domains are linked together. And then this is, you guys can think of the previous example, it would be better than the previous example. However, this is also the significant problem because it gives us answers, but it's all the wrong answers. It may be very, very annoying to our customers. So let's try ours. So we have that cute little smart speaker, that engine comes from our team, and this chatbot speaker will give better answers to users who use our Chatbot Builder framework. So, Clova Chatbot Builder framework. So I'm going to talk about what's inside, how can you guys use it, and also how it's different from other Dialowflow and some other Microsoft or some other Chatbot Builder framework. As you guys may know, the global chatbot markets are going annual rate of 35%, and it's increasing more and more, and 3.5 billion in 2021. So this chatbot is really, really hot topic, and I'm really surprised that I came to Thailand and attending all the session from the morning, and chatbot is really, really hot topic. But I'm pretty much sad because many people some speakers and some attendees are only talking about the Dialowflow, but we have to use Line as we are in the Line Developers Conference. So here, our chatbot is connected to Line Messenger platform not only just the Line Messenger platform, we all support LineWorks, KakaoTalk, which is a very famous messenger platform in South Korea, and Facebook, and WhatsApp, and also the smart speaker, and also custom API that customer of our chatbot builder wants to add their chatbots. We have three different things. We have three major characteristics that you guys have to focus on. It is easy to build, easy to serve, easy to expand. So which means for the easy to build is we can create chatbot within 1 day, within an hour, just based on how many scenarios that you have. Do you guys know the core difference between the Google Dialogflow and our chatbot builder framework? Google only has limitation up to 2,000 intentions, which is 2,000 scenarios. Customer only can put their 2,000 scenarios on their chatbot builder. However, we do not have any limitations. And also, if you only put 5 scenarios or 50 scenarios, we work with that intentions. We work with small intentions as well. And also, it is easy to serve. You can put any messenger platform you want to put. Definitely, Line works pretty well. And also, specific messenger platform has their own characteristics, such as Line has their flex message, quick reply, and some other core features. We can also add that things to our chatbot and then serve to customers. Also, it is easy to expand, which means we support currently 6 different languages. Of course, South Korean, English, Chinese, Japanese, Thailand, and Indonesia. These are all 6 languages that we support for natural language understanding. This is very important because if some Thailand people wants to build their chatbot but wants to expand their business to Korea or Japan, and they need to convert their language to Japanese or Korean, but we can support that as well. So we help you guys to expand your business with our chatbot builder. So currently, our deep learning engines are previously already deployed to our Naver system, Naver customer service chatbot. We have more than 10 customer service FAQ chatbots internally, and we also serve some other external business partners to use our chatbot builder. There are some use cases I have. Unfortunately, this is Korean because Naver is Korean web search engine platform, web search engine company. So it's also internal customer service chatbot. This is another use case. So it can cover FAQ, and it can cover also chit chat, and also from last year, from 2 years ago, we also serve Japanese chit chat as well. And also we have some external use case. So there are energy company which they want to use KakaoTalk as their messenger API, messenger platform to deploy their chatbot. We can also support that. And also retail recommendation team, that company also can use our chatbot. And also, we want to not only just use chatbot as a text-to-text chatbot, we can combine our STT or TTS solution with our Clobot chatbot, which means chatbot and callbot is connected within one framework so that all those kind of AI-based customer service can be done in our framework. So, how to build our chatbot? How to build our chatbot builder within our chatbot builder framework. I'll a little bit go deep down to our chatbot builder. So here's a basic website. So if customer come to our chatbot builder framework, the main things are coming up here. So domain, which I want to create, let's say for example, I want to create FAQ domain, so to help customer service. I create a domain, and then domain information has been shown here. So if you look at the red box, they're saying 6 languages that we provide. So natural language processing, which is first one is English, Korean, and Chinese, and Japanese, and things going on. So for this domain is for Japanese domain. And also, here is some list of conversation that customers, our customers already put it in. So here, if you click this create a conversation button, you can create a conversation whatever you want. Here, you can put the conversation name and what kind of a question you may expect from your users. So you put every query, questions, things, and then with that questions, you want to give their proper answers. So you also put the answers right there. If you just only put the question and answers and that's it, and this chatbot is so simple, and it does not really need any kind of very much like web-based JSON parser or any other things. You just only need some kind of, you also don't need this website or not. So we have some kind of different things. So on the left side, there's a component. So if we want to make our scenario more prosperly, so we can add entity, action method, form, task. I will going to explain it from now on. So entity is like for example, if I want to make a tourist chatbot. So tourist coming to Thailand and asking them, where is the most delicious restaurant? And then chatbot should have to say they don't know which city in Thailand. So chatbot we're going to ask. So Bangkok or some other cities, I don't know, sorry about that, but some other cities. So we call those things as an entity. So from like here, so there's a city, and then there's Seoul, Bangkok, Tokyo, and any other things. So we put those as an entity, then we can make our deep learning engines know that this is from entity, city, called city. And also we have an action method, so which is external API to provide answers. So let's say someone asks today's weather, so then where? So like they select city, Seoul or Bangkok. So then if the user clicked the Bangkok, then we go for the external API to get the weather information, and then provide the answer to the users. That's called action method that we can put in our scenario. And also form, which can provide multiple choice answers and short answer type. And also we have a task. It's pretty much good in when we order pizza or things. So let's say if I want to order pizza with a chatbot, and then ask chatbot saying that I would like to order pizza, and then chatbot we're going to answer, we have this type of answers, we have this type of pizza. Which one do you like? And then I chose pepperoni. And then after that, which topping do you want? And also something like that. So those tasks, in the end, give the proper answer, and then complete all those complex tasks within our chatbot. And also, after you create all those conversations and with some components and create scenarios and everything else, we prepare to build our chatbot. So here on the right side of our chatbot builder framework, you just press the model learning button, and then deep learning engine, I will going to explain later, it will going to train with those conversation scenario data, and then we will going to deploy to whatever messenger platform you guys want. So this is kind of a build management page. So here on the left side, they're saying that build has been completed, or build has been error, build is unstate, any other things. And also on the right side, if you want to deploy to where you want. So if you want to deploy to real service or beta service or any other things. So you can manage within our chatbot builder framework. And also this is the page where you can just use toggle button to use where to deploy your chatbot. And you can do more. We provide just the basic components such as text, button, image, and flex message, and then so on. You can use those things onto our messenger platform, and then you can use that as in our chatbot. So here's are some examples that currently used in our chatbot builder framework. So there's a carousel message, flex message, quick reply, and some other things. So everything's are going to happen on our chatbot builder framework with high performance chatbot. So now I'm going to talk about why our chatbot is high performance. Our chatbot builder framework are going to have this kind of process. First, we're going to build, which is based on the scenario data, and then we're going to train deep learning models, and then we're going to tune all the deep learning models in background, and then we're going to deploy the best optimized model for that scenario data. So here's a big pipeline for our chatbot builder. So there's a green part, purple part, blue part, and also red and yellow part. So the first one, we get all the scenario data from builder. As I show you on the web page, the user just type in to create scenario. That will going to happen here in the green boxes. So create domain, use our platform to insert dialog scenario and various data generation tools, as I mentioned before. And after that, after all those scenarios has been completed, we were going to pre-process data scenario, and then we're going to extract all language features that we support. We also support multilingual tokenizers, which will going to improve our deep learning engine's performance. And after that pre-process all the human languages, we were going to send those pre-processed data to GPU, and then we were going to train based on our models. So what kind of models we have? We have 3 types of models we use. We have RNN-based models, classifier models, and embedding models. So first of all, for sequence model, we use a vector representation, which is NHAT representation. We call it NHAT representation, and we learn various sentences and grammar. And we use AddSTM to memorize important information. And we give feedback with attention from answers. And also we study sentences back and forth bi-directional. And all those things are going to happen on our sequence model architecture. And we also use DSSM, which for the semantic models. This will going to help query-based query, how much query is similar to each other, and then find which scenario will be the proper scenario to give answers to the users. And also we use embedding models, which is pre-trained embedding models from the fast text, which is from Facebook, and also the state-of-the-art pre-trained models from Google, which is BERT. We use all those pre-trained embedding to find from new query from those global vector representation. And also we also classify all those 100 or 1,000 intentions or scenarios, and then find which scenario or which intention is very much proper for that new query. In short, so the sentence is coming up, we pre-process and extract language features, and then once that has been done, we give all those pre-processed data to each model, and then get the answer, and then we ensemble all those answers, and then to provide those answers to users. And also, after the first thing has been done, this part, we're going to tune the first draft of deep learning models. We don't expect that first draft of deep learning models is the best optimized version for that scenario. We will going to tune those hyperparameter tuning, and we were going to clean all those data by clustering algorithm, and then we were going to do all those processes in background, and then after that has been done, we were going to deploy that model to users. And then after that has been done, we were going to serve to all different kind of multiple messenger platforms so that we can support Line, Facebook, or any other things. So here, now I'm going to talk about some different things, why we can have more high-performance chatbot to all our customers. Before I talk about why our chatbot has high performance, I would like to explain a little bit about some deep learning 101 so that it will help you guys understand in the rest of the slides. So I think AI learns languages by their vector representation. There's a vector space, large vector space, and then each sentences are located at each place. So that each sentences we're going to represent their own meaning. So that closer to each embedding vectors, it means that it has this closer meaning. So we think differently. So we think that if we let our deep learning models to learn their languages by themselves, then it will going to have more powerful engines that we can have. So let's say, think about like this. When I was a baby, I did not learn, I was learn languages by when I was, if I did something wrong, my mom and dad were going to say, don't do that. If I did right, then my mom and dad were going to say, you did right. With those things, I learned that that word, that sentence, or that action was being held properly or not in that situation. We use that same thing to the AI. We give them validation scores for each scenario, saying that is that query inputted by our user is correctly placed in our scenario. We let our deep learning models to think about and give their own validation scores. So that now we can apply AutoML to our chatbot builder. So here's what we have. So first of all, data corpus is coming up and pre-process, and we have the feature selection, extract, and we have feature construction. And then we build which model, we build a default model, and then after that, we tune all those models to get the most optimized model in that scenario. So the focus on those red boxes, so model selection and hyperparameter optimization and model validation, all those three parts will be iteratively back and go on and on and on to find the most optimized model for that data corpus. So here's in detail. So scenario is coming up. We're going to cluster with our clustering algorithm to find that which query has to place in which scenario. We let them decide which query to be placed in which scenario. We do not let human to decide put query into that conversation. After the clustering has been done, we will going to tune our models. All those tuned models has been done, and then we will find some best optimized ensemble weights to give which model works best in this scenario and which one will have low ensemble weights on it. So here, clustering has their own validation score. Hyperparameter tuning has their own validation score. Ensemble weight has their own validation score. Based on that validation score, we definitely provide the best models in the end. So we have our own way to create train and validation set. Our user does not provide test set or validation set to our chatbot builder. We have to make it, or we have to use it from our own data corpus. So we first saying that the inputted default scenario is correct. We assume like that, and then we use one or two queries from the scenario, and after that, we will going to use that as a validation set to determine whether this model is good or not. So first of all, we will going to cluster and choose the best K, which means what is the number of scenario. Let's say first user input inserted 1,000 scenarios, but model thinks after clustering, model thinks that if 990 scenarios are the best, and then 10 scenario has been removed, which gives the best, which gives high performance on that domain, then we will going to remove all that 10 scenarios. And also, we will going to do the hyperparameter tuning based on those 3 different validation scores. With that different validation scores, we can find that which hyperparameters 4 is the best combination for each domain. Here are some examples of hyperparameters that we use for our sequence models, which is encoder and decoder and encoder hidden size. And also we were going to do after we find all the best optimized hyperparameters and the best scenario combinations after clustering, and then we were going to choose the choose ensemble weights for each models. We were going to do the linear sum of all the scores from each model, and then choose the only one answer after that. So this works with the same logic. We use a validation set. We give our model each validation query, and then give the score, and then which ensemble weight gives the best answers. Once all this tuning process has been done, we are going to ready to serve our chatbot. So to wrap up my session here, so build an AI chatbot that truly understands what people say. It's not just their intent and keywords. It's if chatbot just understand intent and keywords and just find exact match words from scenario, that's just a rule-based chatbot. But we are very flexible. We are fragile to understand all different kind of intention or all different kinds of keywords using our chatbot. So we have also some benchmark score. We made our data corpus to compare with some other IT companies, so that definitely we are best on the Korean. Also, we are doing pretty well on English compared to Google. This benchmark score has been coming out from all those processes that I have talked before. With all those processes, we can provide high performance chatbot compared to other IT companies. So we have successfully launched Clova Chatbot Builder Framework, and we will going to soon in July we will going to be on LINEOA. Stay tuned with our Clova Chatbot Builder Framework, and then also you guys also can use within LINEOA. And before, please remember that I have talked like 30 or 35 minutes talking about why our chatbot is different from other IT companies. So please think about our chatbot, and also we can provide those kind of different things, and then people can have better satisfaction. I'm pretty sure about that. So before I get questions, I will going to show you guys our chatbot builder, and then if you guys have any questions, I will let you guys have the questions. So here's our chatbot. So first of all, here's a Can I go to the website? Okay, good. So here's, I will show you 3 different domain. So here's a Korean domain, here's a Japanese domain, and here's a English domain. So for let's use our English domain. So there's a conversation list coming up right here. So you can type your whatever your conversation scenario you want. So create a conversation. So scenario and register a question, and what answer will chatbot will going to have. So you can put it in here, and add a new text balloon, which will be like a flex message or things. And also here's a component entity, which is shop, shopping, some other things. And there's a number of representative words would be 1, 2, or 1. It's just a sample chatbot, so it does not have too much entities on it. And you can definitely put action method, form, or task right up here. And also the cool thing is we can also test on a manual test here. So you can test on it. You can test on here, and then we can find some conversation history. However, this is not a like real service chatbot, so there's no such data coming up. And you can have we have some cool feature on a relearning feature, which is if there's a chatbot, like let's say if some user asks some weird query, but that's pretty much important query that we haven't looked. We get all those log, and then we use that failed query. We will going to relearning, so that next time it will going to manipulate with that query. And also, as I said before, here's a model learning. If you just click OK, and then it will going to start deep learning process, and then tuning and everything else in the background. And then once it has been done, you can deploy here. And then here's setting, and there's some kind of things right here, and messenger connection as I showed before. And here's some build management, which is this one has been completed, and this one has been current service available on only not real service, just beta service. And things can be done in this page. So I think we are still improving our functions. So if you guys have any idea, just let me know, and we can also consider those functions before we publish to LineOA in this coming July. And I would like to answer some questions if you guys have. And if not, thank you very much for listening.ขอบคุณครับ